It belongs to list. So same method, add is the method. ARL, what is ARL? Collection class array list object. We have created object now. It is referred by ARL. This is the object referred by ARL. So with the help of that object reference, with the help of that object, you can add what elements. So these are the elements which I have added: Bangalore, Mysore, Ooty, Gwalior, and Calicut. Okay, some sightseeing places I have added. And then display the contents. Very simple. Just say ARL, all the elements will be displayed. Bangalore, Mysore, Ooty, Gwalior, Calicut will be displayed. And then I want to remove Bangalore from the list. Directly you can pass string like this. Otherwise, you can give element position also. So here first Bangalore is removed, so that in 0th position what is there? Mysore. Before that, in 0th position Bangalore was there, but when I removed Bangalore, obviously 0th position is occupied by Mysore. First Ooty, second Gwalior, and so I am removing which element? Gwalior from the list. So Bangalore gone, Gwalior gone. What are the remaining elements? Again, if I say ARL, you can display Mysore, Ooty, and Calicut. Only 3 elements left. And so obviously the size is 3. Isn't it? Very simple. But here I added little more to that. This is important. So if you have a close look, observe left hand side, right hand side. It looks something odd. Is it not? See here. What is there? Small I. See what is there? Capital I. So what is the difference?
Wrapper class and
This is
primitive data type.
this is no. This is a method. This is a method. Iterator is a method. And here iterator is not a class. It is an interface. For interface, you cannot create object. Is it not? That's why I never wrote iterator. See, here also I mentioned iterator is an interface. So what is the use of that interface? You can retrieve elements using iterator interface. Okay. So with the help of interface by name iterator, you can retrieve the elements. Of course, only 3 elements are there because I removed a couple of elements by specifying the element itself and by specifying the position itself. When I specified Bangalore, Bangalore is removed from the list, from the array list. So array list is the collection class, and this is the object which you have created. Into that object, into ARL, you have added Bangalore, Mysore, Ooty, Gwalior, Calicut. And afterwards, you displayed all the elements from the object. And then you removed Bangalore from the object. See, from the object only you are doing everything. And then you removed second positioned element. What is second positioned element? After removal of Bangalore, which is going to occupy second position? Gwalior, because 0 is Mysore, Ooty is 1, Gwalior is second position. So Bangalore last, Gwalior last. And then if you display ARL, obviously Mysore, Ooty, and Calicut are left. And then if you display size, 3 elements are there. And then new concept, iterator is an interface. I mentioned here also, you can see iterator is an interface. You cannot create object to that. And what is the purpose of iterator? Being an interface, you can retrieve some elements, right? So from where you want to retrieve? You want to retrieve from ARL, array list, is it not? So array list object is there, and there is a method called as iterator. Not only interface, there is also a method. The only difference is I small letter, I capital letter, predefined, both are. So iterator is a method. You invoked iterator method and referred by iterator interface, IT. Okay. And then to retrieve element by element from a collection object, we can use one of the following interfaces. Not only iterator, you can also use list iterator or enumeration. What is the difference? In the next program, I will explain. I think I did not explain here. In the next program, I will explain difference between these two. And then this also in the next forthcoming programs. In this program, I used only iterator interface. Okay. I guess iterator can go in forward direction whereas the list iterator can go in backward also, I think. Let me check in the next program. Okay, fine. While while loop I have drawn. What is IT? Interface reference IT. So IT dot has next is a method, whether next element is there or not. Has next, you can easily remember. It points to zeroth element and then it positions the has next one is there. If it is there, you can get inside. Yeah, next is there, that is nothing but Mysore. First one is Mysore, I mean zero position Mysore is there, followed with Ooty and Calicut. So elements are there in the list. So it starts focusing on the zeroth element immediately. Element is there, no, from nowhere, from no position, it is pointing. Has next will be staying at no position, and then if next is there, then it gets inside. Next is there in the name of Mysore. So control transfers inside. Next, what is that next element? Mysore will be displayed, and then that next Gwalior will be displayed, and then sorry, Gwalior is removed, right? Ooty is displayed after Mysore, and then Gwalior is removed now, Calicut is displayed. So three elements will be displayed. So we can also use iterator for others. That is not only for arrays, you can also use for other things also. Okay. So we will run this program and you can see that the final steps are important. Got it? See, what is the difference between using iterator and a normal display? If I display normally like this or like this, normal display, you get horizontal list. You can see here. See how the look is horizontal within square bracket, within square brackets. Here also horizontal. After removal of a couple of elements, three are left. And then size became 3. But what is the final display? Vertical. Vertically you can display one after another. Okay, forward direction, that too. Okay, so that is about this application. If any doubt, please ask me. This is a very simple one. We'll go with a better one. The next uh, possibly vector, I guess, where there I'm going to explain about list iterator and iterator again. Is it okay with this? Simple methods remove only one new thing I introduced. Remaining methods are simple. You can get from API also straightforward, but that's why I used only size remove. Clear is also there. You can remove all the elements. Clear, you can try, it will work. That's why I'm not going to explain small methods. You can look at the API and directly you can use just creation of object and apply that method. It will work fine. But this some explanation is required. That's why I have taken that. So can I move to the next? And in the next one, that is vector demo, last one in list. Yesterday we have seen linked list. Today we have seen array list. Now comes vector. Vector is also vector also belongs to list interface. Set list. These are all interfaces. In that some predefined classes are there. Right. So, up to here, nothing to say. You can understand. Nothing to talk about that. You have to import util package, write a class, put main method inside that. As you are dealing with vector collection class, you create object for vector because you want to deal with vector collection class. As it is a predefined class, you can create object for that. That is the first step. Then you should be careful. One point I told you on yesterday, it is coming into action here. See this. Take an array with int values. You know this simply. I need not explain. I have taken one array by name x of type int, and some elements are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements are there in that. Fine. And then I have drawn a for loop. You can see for how I have drawn that. See, I runs from 0. I is less than x dot length. What is x? What is length? X is array name. Length is property or variable. Don't use method length. What is the difference between length property and length method? I explained this in my earlier classes during arrays, I think, or command line arguments. What I explained, yes. What is the difference between in strings also I explained, I think. Yeah, in strings also. In strings, I used length method. So if you are taking a string, go with length method. But arrays doesn't support methods, is it not? But if you want to calculate length, in place of length method, you can use length property or variable. Length is a property. Again, I am that. Please remember this. Don't get confused. Length method is also there, but methods you cannot use with arrays. So length is a property here. Property. And properties are known as variables. Is it not? It is a non-static variable. Variables. So length is a property, variable you can call it as otherwise. So with the help of that, what we have done, x dot length. What is the length? 7 is the length, but less than 7 because indexing starts from 0. You know that. Last positioned element is present at size minus 1. That is 7 minus 1. That is up to 6 you have to go because you start from 0. In 0th position, 15 is there. And in last position, size minus 1, 7 minus 1. Sixth position, 76 is there. Right. Now, you are incrementing every time. For loop consists of, three expressions. And now, here something is there. I think, unfortunately, I have made a comment. You can answer that pretty easily. If I remove that comment, it may be a tough task for you if you can't remember earlier class. So I cannot do this because see, v dot add, you can ask me, sir, I can write add method directly. All elements will be, see, the task is nothing but I have taken array and all these elements should be put inside vector. Got it? So this is array having no way connection with vector. Deepak is not there, I think, today. He missed it. Oh. So vector is there. My job is to put all the array elements into vector. Here there is no vector, only array is there. How to put? V dot add, you can tell because observing the previous program, couple of programs, what I have done, collection object dot add. Even in array list demo also I have done that. ARL dot add, ARL dot add, dot add Bangalore, Mysore, Ooty, Gwalior, Calicut I have done. But here, no, don't do like that. Why? Bangalore, Mysore, they are all strings. Strings are advanced type of data. Collection framework can allow advanced type of data. But here, array. Array is primitive data type. Is it not? Primitive data type cannot be accepted by vector because vector is collection class. In that way, you have to answer. So in interview, somebody may put some tricky code before you. What is the problem in this? Can you do like this? Somebody may question like that. You should be in a position to answer. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. The highlighted portion is wrong. Why? Because what are these I? I means what? Add means what? Add is a method. Okay, fine. I accept. V is vector object. That also I accept. But what is I? Inside I, 0 is there. 0th position, what is there? 15 is there. And 15 is an integer. The type of data we have taken, that is the problem. And that is primitive type of data. Vector. Vector will not allow. Vector means collection class and its object vector V will not allow primitive type of data. Then what to do? Yes, alternative is there. I will show you that. Before that, see the comment. X of I is primitive data type. Yes, whatever is getting inside, they are all primitives. Array is totally primitive and it cannot be converted to collection of data types. We are dealing with collections, not with primitive types. So what to do? Simple logic. Same v dot add, but don't pass I directly. Convert that into convert that into object. Can you see object here? New means object. Whatever is coming inside, they are converted into objects. Direct I is a problem, but here it is not direct I. I is x of I is enclosed within as an argument to integer class. Integer is a wrapper class. What is the meaning of this? Are you invoking parameterizer constructor or not? Whenever you create an object, parameter, I mean, it is a parameterized. No, you are passing some argument also. That's why I have to add one more thing. That is, whenever you create object, normally constructor will be called. But here, parameterizer constructor is called because you are passing an array, an argument in terms of array. Okay, then obviously what will be invoked, the code will be something like this, which we don't know. Class integer is a wrapper class, right? Integer, and inside that there is a parameterizer construct like this. And what is the argument which you have to give? Some array you can pass, int or whatever it is. It's class type, something like this maybe. We don't know that thing. That's why we are not sure about that. You can pass something to that. Yeah, integer type, because you are dealing with integer, so integer wrapper class. For that, a parameterizer constructor will be there. Whatever you pass, it will pick, and inside some code will be there. What does it do? It converts primitive data type into advanced type of data. Integer look marchukontadi int ni, whichever array you are passing here, where it is, whichever array you are passing here, all they are primitive types. No, they are all manufactured, converted, modified into advanced type of data. Wrapper class is nothing but advanced. So advanced type they have converted into advanced type. And then no problem, just like it is a bucket, vector is a bucket. Before pouring into bucket, some rainwater is there. This is rainwater, you can easily understand this is all rainwater, primitive, basic. But directly you cannot use rainwater. It is good, but directly you cannot use. It has to be filtered. A lot of dust will be there, right? So it is filtered here, and it is converted into, just like diamonds. In the beginning, diamonds will be having some mud and all these things when somebody dig that, but it should be purified. That purification is done here. That wrapper class, integer class, parameterizer constructor will be invoked, and that will do wrapping up of all those things. It consists of primitive type. No, that will convert that into advanced type, so that vector can accept. Then how to retrieve? That is the next question. Elements of vector. See, again I have drawn for loop, but you should be careful here. See, same for loop, but little differences. What is that? See, I is equal to 0 here also. But what is the difference here? See. What is that? Tell me. What is the method used?
Size.
But here, property. Why?
Property.
Why? Their size here length. Why? Logic is there. What is that? In arrays, there are no predefined methods. We started with that yesterday. Just recollect, in the beginning itself I told, what is that? Arrays does not have predefined methods, right? But now predefined method I can use. Why I can use predefined method? It is no more primitive data type, no more array. They're all filtered into advanced type and poured into this bucket, vector bucket, right? That's why vector is advanced class. It's a collection class. So collection class consists of full of methods. That's what I told yesterday, right? So here somewhere I have written, I think it is having full of methods. Of course, obviously I told, I think I did not, right? Yeah, I wrote one point, you can understand. We can overcome these problems using collection framework. These problems means this problem is also solved by collection class, right? So can I use method? And the method is very simple method, size. Just now we used so many times. Yesterday also we used size method. Is it not? In set also we used size method. Same method here also. V dot size. Don't use length. Length will not work here. Here size will not work. Here length will not work. Because here the transformation has taken place to vector. So size. What is the size? Of course, size is same. 7 elements are there. And the remaining same things same. But here inside that get is the method. You are getting v dot get I. First I is 0 position. What is there? Same 15. Say next 1, same 1. Next 2, 22. Next 3, 1 again. Fourth position, fifth, sixth, same elements will be displayed. And then retrieve elements using list iterator. What is list iterator and what is iterator? We will see here. See, this is an entry question. What is iterator and what is list iterator? Iterator can go in forward direction only, means unidirectional, whereas list iterator can go in forward and backward also and reverse also. Important point, interview question also. Okay, we'll make a point here. You can understand if you can go slowly here. Important interview question. In interviews, they will ask you these kind of things. Iterator versus list iterator. What is the difference? Both are interfaces again. Telling you, both are interfaces. Iterator versus list iterator. You should be careful with spellings. L cap, I cap, because every word starts with capital letters with respect to classes or interfaces. Inter, what is that? Iterator, sorry. ITE or ATO. So, what is the difference? Iterator can go in forward, whereas list iterator can go in forward and backward. That is reverse also. Reverse also you can display. Now let us come back to program. And where we are, here it is. So just I use a get method. Normally I displayed that, but here I want to use a list iterator because in previous program I have displayed in forward direction only by using iterator, but this time I want to go in both forward and backward. Iterator cannot work for both. It can work only for forward. If somebody asks you both forward and backward, your selection should be list iterator. If somebody is going to ask you only forward, then you can go either with iterator or list iterator. Choice is there. But if somebody asks you to display in both ways, then only one choice. That is list iterator. That's why here also same story, just like iterator, same story. L small letter is a method and L capital letter is an interface. Got it? In the previous program, I have gone with iterator. I is equal to or I or IT, whatever it is equal to V in the previous program ARL, I think. ARL dot iterator. There I small letter. Left hand side I capital letter. One is method, one is interface. Here also same story. One is method, that's why L is small letter. Same spelling, but L is capital letter. That is interface. Okay, and you can only create reference. This is the reference. We need reference badly because with the help of that reference only, you can invoke has next method. We use it has next in previous program also, right? So that if element is there, not one element, 7 elements are there. So next element is there, you can get inside. So lit dot next, first element will be displayed. That next, that next, that next, all 7 elements will be displayed here horizontally because I'm saying tab, right? Next, in reverse direction, I want. In reverse direction, I want. How to display in reverse direction? See the difference. The only difference is has next. Here, has previous, P capital letter. Has next, N capital letter. Because methods, generally majority methods will be like that. Second word onwards, we have to start with capital letter. Like this. So has next, has previous. That is the difference. If you want to go in forward direction, go with has next. And inside, next. Very simple to remember. Has next, next. And if you want to go in backward direction, means last element. What is the last element? First you'll get 76 if you go in backward. Previous. Has previous, previous. Has previous, previous. Any doubts in this program? I will run this immediately. Just wait, I have to close the comment here. This will not be considered by the machine, by the compiler. Right. What is that? Vector demo. Normal JNTV exams, I won't explain this program because that much time will not be there in college, of course. So many other activities will be there. I'll give simple program, but iterator, list iterator, we have to go for those who are going for interviews. It is mandatory. They should learn these things. They'll ask you. Now you can see the output. Yes. Even I have given tab space. See how it has gone. Right? Yeah. But they will display vertically only. That is waste. See, elements of vector, you got everything. And forward direction, you got backward. First you got 76. Reverse, see, this way you are getting when you applied previous. Right? Same list iterator, reference. Reference is same. LIT. What is LIT? List iterator only. But here it is forward, here it is backward. How is it possible? With the help of corresponding methods. Has next, has previous. Next, previous. Any doubts in this program? The highlight is this one, this interview question itself is the highlight of this program based on what we designed. Any doubts? And you should be careful while in the internal issues, length, size, that care you have to take. And one more thing is how to convert that into advanced type of data, because same story will come in maps also. I will convert into advanced like this. Then also I will question. Of course, I make a comment. I made a comment anyways in the past itself while explaining to students. You can understand. But without seeing comment, we should answer that. It will repeat. Same thing will repeat in map and table also. Hash map and hash table also. Any doubts in this program? I explained each and everything in this, right from length, size, and then list iterator, forward, backward, has next, has previous, next, previous. That's about it. Those things you have to remember. The- okay. Can I move to the next one? Any doubts? Please ask me.
No doubts.
No doubt? Right. Great. Next. So vectors, three vectors we have completed. Array, sorry, I mean not three vectors. List three collection classes in lists we have done, and one in sets we have done. And I told you similar way, either tree set or any other thing we can try. Same, just in place of yesterday I told you this basic my basic hash set. In just if you are having system, try doing with the tree set. My basic tree set, you take tree set in place of hash, put a tree. That's all. Remaining same story. Every method will work, but output wise difference is there. Got it? Like that. And then string tokenizer done, and we'll move to hash map and hash table. Very important. So what is the purpose of hash map